गिरिवरविन्द्यशिरोधिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, the Enchanting Empress of Light. I hope all of my beautiful enchanted mommies had an awesome 4th of July. I hope everyone got a chance to spend time with family or your partner, or with your older children, or just with people that you love and care about. So now that that main holiday is over, many of you still have a lot of work to do. Many of you are preparing for the birth of your child. A lot of you are in your 3rd trimester, and then there's another group of you who are trying to become pregnant, and the rest of you are already walking around pregnant, and you don't even know it. Okay, this energy has been so dominant in almost every reading that I've done. I would say within the past 3 weeks. So what I'm going to do for today's reading, this is going to be an Enchanted Mommy pregnancy reading. So whatever energies and messages come up will come up. As always, we are going to be getting some messages from your baby. Okay, so we will be doing that. But for the majority of this reading is going to be focused on you, the Enchanted Mommy. All right, so we're going to use the Are You Pregnant deck, and then we're going to do clarifiers with tarot and oracle. I'm going to try to get some names, and let me see, we can get some names, and maybe roll the dice. We'll see how it goes. All right. Okay, so before we begin, I'd like to give thanks. I'd like to give thanks to Lord Ganesh for his benevolence and his ability to remove blockages and obstacles. I'd also like to give thanks to the goddess Oshun, who represents water, purity, fertility, and love, and is the mother of sweet things. I'd like to give thanks to all of our ancestors, known and unknown. I'd also like to give thanks to the elements, air, earth, fire, water, and spirit, or ether. And I'd like to give thanks to Mother Gaia, because she always provides. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Excuse me. All right, so right off the bat, I've been noticing, like I'll go like my whole entire day without clearing my throat, and the moment I sit to do a reading, I'm doing throat clearing. So there are many of you whose throat chakra is blocked. Some of you may need to say something to someone, and if it's eating away at you and it bothers you, and you want to clear the air, or there's something you need to get off your chest, all right? I'm feeling that maybe some of you should do that. Okay, I also just heard that as I'm sitting here, within the next few hours, someone is going to find out that they're pregnant within the next few hours from now, from the next few hours from when you're watching this video. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what are the messages that you'd like the Enchanted Mommies to know for today and for the month of July? Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Oh, there's two right there. Let's see here. All right, so the first energy that came out is you and your partner are considering surrogacy. All right, you are financially able to afford it. And the reason you're doing this is because you're having fertility issues. Right, a lot of you find this hard to talk about. Some of you even find this hard to talk about with your partner. But nonetheless, okay, some of you are having some fertility issues. But the good news here, the energy here is very hopeful because you are financially able to afford it. So, so some of you may even be considering surrogacy. All right, that's very expensive, and that's a very serious thing here. All right, because you're involving another human being. But for most of you, the energy I'm getting here is IVF. All right, that is what I'm getting. And as I hold this card, I feel very positive energy. I feel that for those of you who don't give up and who actually, do at least one IVF treatment, it will take. For others of you, unfortunately, it may take a few tries. But for some of you, it will take on your first treatment. All right, so that's a very positive outlook. All right, so I kind of suspected this from some of you because I've been getting this, all right, in some of my readings. All right, so some of you, for the most part, have been doing really good with your diet and with what you're eating. Right, but some of you aren't doing so well with that. All right, some of you are eating way too many carbs and processed foods and too many servings as well. Overindulgence of sweets. So yes, you are pregnant. Yes, you need to provide nourishment for your baby, but don't overdo it. You should not. You should serve yourself one plate, all right? One plate, and have everything that you need. Your veggies, your carbs of rice or pasta or potatoes or bread, and protein and some sort of meat and a fruit. And you don't have to skimp on that. I mean, give yourself some healthy portions, but you should only eat one plate, all right, of this, like a plate, and then maybe a bowl of salad, and then a bowl of dessert. If you make it a rounded out meal with healthy ingredients, you are going to feel satisfied and you're going to feel full, right? And because you're going to feel full, you're not going to be tempted to overeat. You're not going to be tempted with getting seconds, and you're not going to be tempted to eat that Twinkie. And for first of all, it shouldn't even be in your house. All right. Now, I understand, if you have other family members, your husband, boyfriend, partner, I mean, they shouldn't have to go without just because you're trying to eat right. But by the same token, if you can help it, try not to have it in your house. Whatever's in your house is what you're going to eat. So this is a message to some of you from Spirit, saying that you need to be in this energy, making proper food choices, maintaining portion control, indulging in sweets occasionally. Right? There's nothing wrong with, there's nothing wrong with having a piece of chocolate cake, during the week, and then having maybe a donut at the end of the week. Having one or two sweets during the week is okay. That's in moderation. But some of you are in this energy, and you're only pregnant for 9 months, and this is for your baby as well as for you. So, you need to start eating healthier. Okay. Right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have seeing someone else, flying solo, single, estranged from, or friends with baby's father. All right, so for some of you Enchanted Mommies who are watching, you are flying solo. All right, you're not in this energy. Okay, some of you who are watching are actually with your baby's father right now, and you guys are together, or at least some of you are communicating and you're talking with them. But at the bottom of the deck, it's this energy. So some of you are estranged from your baby's father, or some of you are friends with, but only friends with your baby's father. There is no romantic possibility. So this was at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get some clarifiers with the tarot here. Yeah, so we have the fertility issue energy here, and this is very very common, and a lot of things can cause it. Believe it or not, stress is one of the things that it doesn't cause fertility, but it causes women to not become pregnant. Okay, if they have too much stress, it doesn't work. It doesn't happen. So for some women, it is as simple as lowering their stress level. It's that simple. But I mean, that's easier said than done, and I understand that. Okay. But it's great that that many of you can afford this. All right. So we have we have the Nine of Wands here. All right. So many of you are hanging in there. All right. That goes with this energy exactly. All right. Some of you are not giving up. There are women who try, the organic, natural way to become pregnant, and they chart their ovulation. They do the rhythm method. They do all these things, and then they just give up. And for other enchanted mommies, their partners are, their sperm is not viable, and they love their partner with their partner, so they don't want to carry another man's child. All right, so a lot of enchanted mommies are in a sticky situation like this, but instead of giving up, you guys are moving forward with the next step, and the next step is IVF. Right, that a lot of women have success with in vitro fertilization. Now, a lot of women have success with this procedure. Unfortunately, it is costly. All right, you're trying to, you're trying to create life here, so it is costly. But Spirit says there are some of you here who can afford it. You finally can afford it, or you always could afford it, and you and your partner, or just you. All right, because at the bottom of the deck, we had some of you that are flying solo. So some of you have decided that you're just going to go for it. And others of you who have a partner, you're going to go for it. And the energy I am feeling is IVF. All right. There are other forms of handling fertility issues, but the IVF is the energy I'm picking up strongly. And we have the Nine of Wands here, so many of you are just hanging in there. All right, you're not giving up. You're hanging in for the long haul. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, please tell me about the fertility issues energy that's here. What are some messages that you'd like the Enchanted Mommies to know about this energy? Thank you, Spirit. Well, do you have any more? Oh, thank you. Okay. We have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So many of you are using your intuition. All right, many of you are following your hunches. You are following your intuition with regard to doing this. You've made the decision, and you have a gut feeling that this is going to be successful. So you're going ahead with it. Okay. That was at the bottom of the deck. All right, so we have the Tower. We have the Tower card, but it is in the reverse. So many of you have the good news is that many of you are moving past this. For many of you, this moment has passed. This Tower moment has passed. Right, the Tower moment of breaking down and crying and all the years or months of trying to conceive. Maybe some of you have spent money on certain kind of other kind of treatments. You've spent your time. You've been stressed out. You've been trying to conceive, and you just couldn't do it. So for many of you, I'm sensing that either earlier this year or last year was when this Tower moment happened. All right. Many of you came to the epiphany that it's just not going to happen the old-fashioned way. It's just not going to happen. But you're not going to give up. All right. And that's why the Nine of Wands energy is here. All right. But thankfully, many of you are in this energy now. All right. That this horrific, horrible moment has passed you by. So now you're on to the next step. You had to realize, some of you haven't done this yet. So some of you are still in this horrendous mode, all right? Of crying, of not being able to sleep at night, still not giving up, trying to do it the old-fashioned way, but you're doing it with frustration, with anger, and your partner feels it. They feel your frustration, and you can't really make love and create a child under those conditions. So some of you here are going to have to face the fact that it may not happen the old-fashioned way. You could keep trying, but you'll be wasting time. So thankfully for most of you, that moment has passed. And now you're moving on to the next phase, and that's IVF or whatever method of conception you choose. So thank goodness for many of you this time has passed already. Whew. Thank you, Spirit. I'm moving on to the eating too many carbs and too many portions energy that's here. What are the messages or the message or energy you would like the Enchanted Mommy to know? Oh, card wanted to turn over. What is it? All right, we have the five of swords. All right, so some of you, you know, you have to get over yourself. You have to you got to push past this energy. You have to push past the victim energy. The, oh, you know, I give up. I feel defeated. I just can't do it. No, you can't be like that. Okay, you cannot be like that. This is, you're pregnant for a temporary amount of time, so you owe it to your baby to eat the proper foods. Now, I just heard that some of you have quit cigarettes, have quit drinking, have quit drugs, and I want to clap and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of all the babies, all right, because they really appreciate that. So you're doing really well with that, but now you have to focus on what you're eating and drinking. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what are the messages that you'd like the Enchanted Mommies to know regarding this energy with the way they're eating, their diet, trying to find a way to eat better and eating more healthy foods? The card turned over again. Yep. And the card turned over. Queen of Pentacles. So there's some of you here who can afford to actually buy healthy foods, right? Organic fruits, and there are some. To eat healthy, to be honest, it is expensive, right? And the corrupt system is designed that way on purpose, right? They don't want people to have access to healthy foods at an affordable cost. So they make all the junk food and all the unhealthy food cheaper. And there are many poor people and people living paycheck to paycheck that can't afford to eat the way they would like to. All right, but some of you can't afford it. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This card just turned like a minute ago, right? And I've shuffled it 3 or 4 times since then, and look what came out. All right, so you guys have to get out of this energy. All right, you have to, you really have to start eating right. And that's good for you, but that's mostly good for your baby. And that's important. All right, so we're going to get... Okay. All right. Oh, look at that. Look. So we have the Tower in the reverse, and we have it twice, all right? I went to cut the deck, and look at this. All right, so this is double confirmation from Spirit that many of you, and if you haven't moved past this point yet, you're very, very close. You're this close. You are so close. You are so close to getting over this hump, all right? But in order to get over this energy, in order for you to change this energy to this energy, to moving past it, You have to make the decision to admit that what you're doing is not working, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of you, have, some issues with your ego, all right? You need to put that aside, all right? If you really want to bring a baby into this world, you need to do anything that you can to make it happen, all right? If you can't do it the old-fashioned way, then there are other ways to do it, all right? So I'm going to keep this card because I think it is amazing that it came out not only twice, but it came out in the reverse. Yep, see, look, some of you have finally made the decision to go ahead with this. You can't make this up, all right? The energies are coming out. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what is the message that you would like the Enchanted Mommies to know regarding eating properly and putting their mentality aside that they can't do it, or they don't need to do it, or they don't have to do it because they're supposed to be eating a lot anyway, they're supposed to be eating for two. Please tell me more about this energy. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, wow, look at that. That wanted to land but didn't. All right, so truth. Right, so some of you have to face up to the truth, all right, that you need to start eating better. Okay, it is a big deal. It's nothing to laugh about. Okay? It's nothing to smile about. It's not funny. It's not funny, really. It's not. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so thank goodness that some of you here are finally you are releasing the hold that food has on you, all right? Some of you have made the decision to start eating better. Okay? So that's good to see, all right? Yeah, so many of you have to, you have to get into the energy of loving yourself, all right? And you have to let go of the past. You have to let go of however you did things before, all right? Whatever you did to your body before, however you ate before, whatever your eating habits were before. Sometimes you fasted and you didn't eat all day. A lot of you were not and are not taking care of your body as much as you could. I'm not saying that you're not unhealthy, but some of you are not taking care of your body as much as you should. So you guys need to let go of the old way that you used to live, all right? And you also have to let go of this energy here. All right, oh, you know what, I just can't do it, I give up, I feel defeated, I'm just gonna whenever I'm hungry, I'm just gonna eat whatever I want, right? You cannot be in that energy. So this is an important message that somebody here needs to hear. And it is serious. Because you have to remember, everything, literally everything you put in your mouth and you chew and swallow, everything you ingest, that's going into your baby. All right? Think about that. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm being led to pull some names, all right? So the names that I'm going to pull, some of these names are names that some of you are picking for your baby, or that some of you have already picked for your baby. For others of you, this name will either be your name or your baby's father's name. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, can you please give me some names? Some names of the enchanted mommies that are watching. If they're named their child, their baby this name, or perhaps this is their name, or their baby's father's name. Whoa, I almost... Okay, so we can have one more. Thank you, Spirit. We can have one more. One more card. Thank you, Spirit. Well, okay, so I have Quinn, Quinlan, Quentin, or Quade. Very unique names. All right. And any name with the letter Q. I'm hearing Dylan, Danielle, Debbie, Dallas, Drew, Danae, Dakota, Dominic. Or any name with the letter D. Okay, I always have to clarify that, because I don't want you to think, oh, well, it's not, my name starts with a D, but it's not any of those names. If your name starts with a D, then that's Spirit confirming it, okay? Okay, I'm hearing Octavia, Omega, Orlando, Oceana, Oscar, Orchid, Owen, or Oscar. Okay. All right. So please leave a comment below if any of your names, your baby's father's name, or the name you picked for your baby begins with an O, a D, or a Q, or if any of those names were mentioned in this reading, okay? Because I'd really like to know. Okay. Now, some of you enchanted mommies here, you guys need to start facing the truth about things, and not just about the fertility issues, and not just about the way you're eating, but just about anything that you're not facing, about your life, just about anything that you're not facing. All right, you have to face it. Some of you this month is going to get a proposal, all right? That is exciting. You just don't know when it's going to come. And some of you kind of suspect. Some of you kind of suspect because your baby's father, husband, boyfriend, or partner, they're acting a little sus. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they come home from work late, but unbeknownst to you, they're stopping by at different jewelry stores trying to find the right engagement ring. All right, so so some of you have a kind of a suspicion about this. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what are the messages that you like the Enchanted Mommies to know regarding this fertility issues energy? Their tower moment has passed. They've moved on. They've moved past that energy of being frustrated. Oh, a card wanted to turn over. Moving. So some enchanted mommies here are moving. Some of you are moving to a new house or a new place. Thank you, Spirit. What is it that you like the enchanted mommies to know regarding this energy? This time moment has passed regarding their fertility issues. Whoa. And I find this interesting. So we have the luxury card. And I did mention earlier that many of you can financially afford it. Many of you can afford several treatments of IVF. And if some of you can afford that, that means, that means you've got money, all right? That means you are financially secure, or you have a nest egg saved up, or you have a CD, or a mutual fund. You have something, you have some sort of wealth amassed, all right? And then it's interesting because right after that, at the bottom of the deck, we have car, all right? But look, it's in a dealership. It's a brand new expensive car. So some of you here are have either gotten a new car or you're about to get one. All right, yeah. So we have here confirmation from Spirit that there are some of you here who wound up on YouTube and you're either subscribed to me or you just happen, you serendipitously just happened upon my video. Okay, you happened upon this reading, right? Some of you are well-to-do. Some of you, you're blessed with financial security and financial abundance, and that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Some of you have worked very hard for this. Some of you were born into it. Some of you were left with an inheritance. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that this message is for those of you who are well-to-do, who live an affluent lifestyle. Okay, Spirit is confirming that you can afford this. So, go full speed ahead, and this will be successful. Right? Because you have the money to keep on trying, right? For a few of you, the first treatment will take, but for the rest of you and for everybody else, it takes multiple treatments. All right, that's the reality of it. But the good news is that those of you who are watching, you can afford this. All right. And now we're going to move on to the next energy here. And how the Enchanted Mommies are eating. All right, look. Okay, look. All right, so all right, so this and look what I was just talking about. All right, this is confirmation from Spirit. changing eating habits. Loves healthy food. All right. So many of you are now changing the way you eat. For a few of you, as a result of watching this reading, this video, you have decided and made up your mind to start eating better. Okay, look at this delicious berry shake. All right. This not only looks delicious, but this is a lot healthier to drink than Coke or Sprite or, or lemonade or whatever else that you are drinking that you shouldn't be drinking. So this is good. Okay, I'm actually going to take this. All right, this is confirmation from spirit. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. So that's I didn't expect this to go the way that it did. All right. So with this energy, many of you have decided to leave the old way of life that you used to eat. You're leaving it behind. All right. You're leaving behind the victim mentality of, oh, I can't do it, it's just too hard, I feel defeated, just food tastes too good, I'm just going to just do what I want. No. Right, spirit has confirmed to me that many of you have either already decided to start eating better, or after tonight you will start eating better. Right? Take a good long look at this picture, all right, of that shake. All right. That's the kind of food that your baby needs. All right. That's the kind of food that your baby needs. All right. Fresh fruits and vegetables in a blender. All right. Topped off with more fresh fruit. What could be better for your baby than eating like this? Nothing. All right. Nothing is better than this. And I don't want you guys to think that these messages that are coming out, they're like, it's like, spirit is nagging you or someone is nagging you. All right? Maybe spirit is nagging you, but for many of you, you have to change that. You have to change this energy. And apparently from the looks of it, with the way this card came into this reading, all right, now this energy has changed now, all right, because many of you are going to decide to do this. You're finally going to do it. Doesn't matter what trimester you're in, even if you're in your 8th month and you've been eating crappy this whole time, hey, for the 8th month and ninth month, if you can eat healthy, your baby will appreciate it tremendously, all right? They will appreciate it. All right, so now the energy has changed. I'm really glad that the energy changed. And I actually had a feeling that it would, because as I was talking about that. All right, and then like spirit knew what I was about to say, and then this card turned. So that's confirmation. Oh, all right, so. We're going to get some more clarifiers in tonight's reading. I normally don't dive this deep, but I'm going to. Okay, I was led to do this tonight. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what are the messages that you would like the Enchanted Mommies to know regarding this fertility energy here? Thank you, Spirit. a message you'd like the Enchanted Mommy to know regarding them being able to afford the IVF treatments or any other type of fertility treatments? Or perhaps being able to get a surrogate mother for their baby? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. A gift. All right. What I'm getting here is some of you are getting the gift of fertility. Okay, very beautiful, positive energy that's coming through here. And that's what I said earlier, that for some of you, it's going to take on the first treatment. But even if for some of you it takes 2 or 3 treatments, hey, you can afford it anyway. Okay? But this is a very good omen. This is a very good sign here that some of you are going to get the gift of fertility, which means pregnancy. Wow. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay, this is the card that came out. Look at that. Sudden wealth. This is beautiful. So, we have a group of enchanted mommies who are, who are well-to-do, okay, and who can afford. They have their partner, or even if you're flying solo, all right, you're well-to-do and you can afford to do these treatments, all right. But then there is a segment of enchanted mommies who, up until now, you guys couldn't afford to do any of these treatments. So you're laying in bed at night crying. Some of you are close to giving up because you're like, how am I going to do this? These treatments are thousands of dollars. I barely have $1,000 in my bank account right now. How am I going to facilitate this? Okay, Spirit is saying for this very important message for some of you, you are going to come into a lot of money. Okay, I'm hearing inheritance, a court case, a settlement, or lottery winning. Okay, I'm also hearing other forms of gambling as well. But some enchanted mommy and her partner, or just you, somebody here is going to come into a lot of money, into sudden wealth, and you will be able to afford to finally get these treatments. Woo! That is beautiful. That is freaking beautiful. Many of you were losing hope. You're like, oh my God, I guess I'm just never gonna be pregnant. How am I gonna do this? Some of you, it's gonna blow your mind. All right, this money's gonna come in. You're gonna be like, oh my God, this could not have come at a better time. Not only will you be able to afford these fertility treatments, but you'll be able to afford to move into a more spacious house. You'll be able to afford to get things for your baby. I mean, this sudden wealth here is going to mean a beautiful, life-changing experience for some of you. Wow. And that confirms the gift card. Excuse me. This confirms the gift card that was at the bottom of the deck. All right. So that's confirmation from Spirit. I'm really I'm happy for you guys from the bottom of my heart. For those enchanted mommies who are going to come into this money, or some of you may already have. Congratulations. My advice is get right on this, all right? Because sometimes you have to wait for an appointment, and and then you have to prepare your body for treatment, all right? This is a long process, all right? So congratulations on being able to do this, but get on it right away, all right? Move on it. Don't sleep on it, all right? You got to move on it. Okay, now we're moving on to the eating the proper foods energy, Enchanted Mommies. I'm glad to hear, and I'm glad that Spirit has told me here that some of you are deciding to, to eat right. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what are the messages that you'd like the Enchanted Mommies to know regarding deciding to eat better, eating healthier foods? Oh, card wanted to turn over. All right, we have the mature man here that's coming through. This person could possibly help you to get on the road to eating better. Okay? It could also be your doctor. Yeah, I just heard that. Thank you, Spirit. What message would you like the Enchanted Mommies to know regarding them eating better for their baby? Wow. This card not only flipped over, it bent really bad. Oh my goodness. We have the main male here. Right? So so your baby's father is coming out in your reading. All right? So we have two possibilities. We have a mature man, and we have your baby's father that may actually be very instrumental in helping you to eat better. Some of you here are in the military, or your baby's father is in the military. Thank you, Spirit. Whoa. Okay, yeah. So so some of you here are going to be receiving some sort of message, all right? Some sort of information. It could be a text, it could be a phone call, it could be an email from someone that is going to help you get in this energy, all right? The energy of eating better, okay? So I'm getting that someone could send you a link to some sort of website, or a link to online recipes of foods to eat during pregnancy, okay? And this may have already happened for some of you, okay? All right. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to get a few more clarifiers here, and then we're going to get messages from your baby, and then we will close out your reading. Okay, my beautiful Enchanted Mommies. Bless all of you, each and every one of you. Some of you have suffered so much. You've gone down such a long, hard road. Many nights of crying and suffering and pain and anguish, frustration. But there's also a lot of determination I'm feeling here as well. And a lot of you not giving up. Some of you here are very stubborn, right? I just got that. Some of you are very, very, very stubborn. And that's good. Your baby thanks you for that. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what are the energies or the messages that you'd like the Enchanted Mommies to know regarding this fertility energy here? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. The message you'd like the Enchanted Mommies to know regarding this fertility energy. Many of them can afford it. Some of them are going to come into money and they'll be able to afford it. Some of them are going to come into sudden wealth. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we got 2 cards here. 2 energies. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, this is so amazing to me. I don't know if this has ever happened to me. I don't know if I've ever had 3 reversed tarot cards in one reading. All right, I don't know if that's ever happened to me before, but it's happened now. This is a 3rd confirmation from Spirit. I just heard that some of you are on the brink of giving up. You're going through this horrendous tower moment of thinking that you'll never conceive, that you'll never be a mother. Some of you are getting too deep into your mind about this, and some of you are going to depression, mild depression, anxiety. But here's confirmation here. It says sudden change. All right. Surprise, epiphany, transformation. All right. So for those of you who are still going through it, this is triple confirmation that not only is this moment about to pass, but you are really going to pass through the eye of the needle, and you're going to come out the other side, and you're going to be successful in conceiving your child. All right, there's more than one way to skin a cat. All right, if you can't do it the old-fashioned way, the organic way, there are other ways of conceiving a child. All right, and to me, this is amazing. I've never had this in all the years I've been doing readings. I've never had 3 reversed tarot cards. Now, it would be scary if they were in the upright. All right, but these are in the reverse. So I find this absolutely amazing. This should be encouraging to each and every one of you who are in this battle. Okay, it feels like a battle. All right. But wow. Okay, but some of you, all right, you are. Yeah, let me just put this here. All right. So some of you have already. This has already passed, or it's passing, or it's about to pass you by. All right. So just hang in there. Just hang in there. Hang in there just a bit longer, all right? I know it's easier said than done, but do it, because look what's coming your way. Look at this. All right, so we have the not showing true feelings and energy showing up. Yeah, some of you are deluding yourselves, and you don't want to be in that mentality at all. Some of you are pretending, oh, everything's going to be all right. I'll just time my ovulation better. Some of you are not being honest with yourself about this situation. Okay, and as long as you're not honest with yourself about it, this energy, you're always going to be in the tower energy. You're always going to be trying to become pregnant. You're always going to be trying to do different things and stressing yourself out, stressing your partner out, all right? You can't do this. You can't wear a mask with yourself. Maybe you can lie to other people, but you cannot lie to yourself. You can't. All right, so some of you are still hanging on. You're still hanging on to this energy, and you know, you better get over it, because you want this energy. You want this to be this. You want to move past this, don't you? All right, so that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Some of you have the money, and you can afford it. And even if you don't have the money now, some of you are about to get it. Some of you know that you are about to receive some sort of settlement. So some of you are looking forward to that. You're very happy that that's coming. But there are a few of you here who are still hanging on and in denial. As long as you're in this energy, none of these good things can come through. All right? So some of you need to work on this, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Right? There is no judgment here. I haven't walked a mile in your shoes. None of us have. All right? But only you can fix this. Only you can fix it. Nobody else can fix your mentality. Only you can fix it. And some of you, most of you have. Okay, so that is it's a relief. I love all of my Enchanted Mommies very much. And you all know, you all have subscribed to me. You all have been watching me for a minute. All right, so you all know that I love you very much, and I love more than anything and want more than anything in the world the best for each and every one of you. And I want positive readings and positive energies to come through during all my readings. But the truth of the matter is, life isn't all, roses and rainbows. Okay? We live in a third dimensional realm, a hell state. All right? We live in a low vibratory realm. Therefore, we have suffering and we have death. All right? So we have a lot to deal with here, But you have to do the best you can, and you have to be honest with yourself. And, your biological clock is ticking. Some of you are in your late 30s, and whether you're flying solo or whether you have a partner or not, the later you wait to have a baby, okay, now there are many Enchanted Mommies who are in their 50s and 60s, and they have beautiful, healthy, normal babies. That's beautiful. But that doesn't work out that way for everyone. So the most optimum time to have a baby is, in your 20s, from 20s to 30s. Maybe 35, maybe 39, maybe 20s to 40s. So for those of you who can afford it, or who just got money, and you want to conceive a baby, you better get on it. All right? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what is the message or messages you'd like the Enchanted Mommies to know regarding eating right, having a healthy diet, and the message that they're going to receive, an email or a link or something regarding them eating better, eating healthier? Yes, 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 yes. Right? Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Have gratitude. All right? Feeling blissful. This is great news. So this is what this is the epiphany that many of you have come to. All right? Many of you you now have a more positive mindset with regard to eating and wanting your baby to be healthy, right? And because of this, you're going to manifest exactly what you want. You want a healthy baby, And you also want to be healthy. So you're going to eat properly. You're going to visualize giving birth to a beautiful, healthy baby girl or baby boy. All right. But this abundance card here, this is a very positive, very beautiful sign here. So many of you here are going to overcome this. All right. And even after your baby's born, if you're breastfeeding, you have to keep on this path, because what you eat will pass through your breast milk. But once you stop breastfeeding altogether, then, you know, by all means, you know, go for it. But this is very, very, very positive. Right? This is confirmation from Spirit that many of you have made the decision to keep a positive mindset about this and to go for it and to actually, you know, eat properly and eat better. Yeah, okay. Keys honoring many options and decision, right? And so we just talked about that. That's amazing. So many of you have many options with regard to food choices, with regard to not only eating the proper foods, but recipes, ways of cooking it, and reaching out to other enchanted mommies and other people who can guide you to proper nutrition during your pregnancy. All right. So Spirit is telling you that you have options in front of you. All right. You have options. There are options out there that will help you. Okay. Woo. All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get messages from your beautiful, precious baby, and then we are going to end your reading. Oh, wow, that's perfect. Always seven messages. Okay. All right. So the first message we have from your baby. Mommy, I picked you so I can stay here and help other people. So your child is going to be a rainbow child, and this is not to be confused with a rainbow baby. They are two totally separate things. So your rainbow child is a soul from the higher dimensions who have no reason to come back down here to this low vibratory realm other than to help others to ascend to a higher state of consciousness so they can escape the trap of reincarnation and ascend to the higher dimensions with them. All right. So this is your baby telling you that they are a rainbow child. It's beautiful. So some of you are going to have a very, all children are special, but not every child is a rainbow child. Not every baby that is born has a soul from the higher dimensions. But for some of you, your baby is going to be an advanced soul, okay, from the fifth dimensions or higher. Okay, your next message. Mommy, your pet is one of my spirit animals and my protector. This is beautiful. All right, so for those enchanted mommies, all right, who have pets, it could be any pet. It could be a dog, a cat, it could be a lizard, it could be a snake. I mean, oh my goodness, I hope you guys don't have a snake going to bring a baby into the house. But, if you have a ferret, if you have whatever pet you have, your baby is telling you that is their spirit animals or one of their spirit animals. Okay, and since we have this, since this pet card came out, I am led to find out those enchanted mommies who own dogs, who have dogs for pets. Okay, I'm going to find out what kind of doggy some of you have. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what kind of dog do the enchanted mommies here have? What kind of dog is the spirit animal of their baby? Their baby that's going to be born. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, German Shepherds really seem, that energy, it really has come out in a lot of readings that I've done with regard to dogs. I guess many of you have own German Shepherds. Okay. Some of you may have a Cocker Spaniel or a Boston Terrier. Oh, look, and Chihuahua. Look, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, this is the one that is different. But I made a pregnancy tarot reading regarding introducing your baby to your dog, and I can't believe that these energies came out in that reading. I mean, look at this. Okay, we have Poodle, German Shepherd, and Chihuahua. And I can't believe these. I mean, what are the odds that these three exact breeds are going to come out in a totally different reading? All right, that is just so amazing to me. All right, and then we have a beagle. All right, so some of you here own a beagle. Okay. So the next message from your baby. Mommy, my older brother can talk to me through your belly. What? I mean, my older brother can talk to me through your belly. That's beautiful. That is so cute. So your baby is telling you, for those of you who have, an older child, a son, your baby wants you to encourage your son to speak to him or her through your belly so they can hear their voice and they can connect with them and bond with them. All right? That is so cute. What a sweet message from your baby. My goodness. Put the animal message here. Okay, the next message from your baby. I like it when Daddy talks to me through your belly. Okay, so very strong message coming through for many of you enchanted mommies. Your babies want your family members. They want their daddy and they want their older brother to talk to them through your belly. All right, so they can bond with them. Look at that. I mean, I've never had this before. I've never had two baby messages that specifically talk about, speaking to them through your belly. All right, that is so sweet. Such adorable, sweet messages here. All right, so the next message from your baby. Mommy, when you cry and feel very sad, close your eyes, breathe slowly, and think of me. All right, so some of you here are going through a rough time, all right, a rough patch or a rough time. Some of you are, crying and you're feeling very sad about something, all right? Okay, I just heard that for some of you, this is what you're crying and feeling sad about. Some of you at this time are not able to afford doing these treatments, so you feel sad and you feel, you know, you feel like there's no hope. And I said that earlier, but some of you, you know, some of you are going to get that. Some of you are going to get the finances that you need to do these treatments. So what your baby wants you to know is to be calm, because when you are calm and keep a positive mindset, you will manifest your baby to be conceived. You will be able to manifest your baby in this reality, but you can't do it if you are upset, if you're crying every night, if you're crying throughout the day, if you're in a depressed state, if you feel hopeless. What do you think's going to come out of that? Okay, you're definitely going to manifest something's going to manifest from that, but it's not going to be what you want. So your baby is telling you, all right, when you cry and feel very sad, close your eyes, breathe slowly, and think of them. So your baby's telling you to visualize them. Visualize them growing inside of your tummy. Visualize them, you know, being born. Visualize holding your baby in your arms and looking into her or his eyes. This is what your baby is telling you to do. A very beautiful, sweet, powerful message the Enchanted Mommy needs to hear. Mommy, I'm sorry. Okay, Mommy, I'm sorry you suffered so much. Feeling the love you had for me fulfilled my soul contract. This is very beautiful message here. So there's an enchanted mommy here who suffered a loss. Right? You suffered a miscarriage. Okay, it could have been a miscarriage. It could have been a stillbirth. I'm choked up. But your baby wants you to know that the love that you had for them, and that, sorry, hang on a second. They want you to know that the little bit of love, or the little bit of time that they had inside of you, growing, all the love that you showed them in the little bit of time that they were there, that actually fulfilled their soul contract. For some souls, their soul contract, what they want to come down here to learn is, or they want to come down here to experience. And those of you who experienced a loss, okay, that child wants you to know that they came down here and they chose you to, they wanted to experience love, unconditional love, so much love, love that can barely be contained, or that cannot be contained. And some of you who have experienced this loss, you love this child so much, you gave them so much love, and they want you to know that the love you had for them fulfilled their soul contract. So there's no more need for them to be here, to live this life, to live here. The love you gave them fulfilled their soul contract. Right? This is a very powerful, very unexpected, beautiful message that some enchanted mommy needed to hear tonight. All right? So the beautiful child that you lost, you helped them. You gave them something that they never had. You gave them, showed them so much love. That's what they came here to experience. And now they've moved on to their next destiny, to the next lesson. They have either decided to reincarnate, or they've decided to move to the higher dimensions. So this is what your baby wants you to know. So that you don't think that your loss or their death was in vain. It wasn't. Right? I just heard that for some of you, your baby has lived several lifetimes, and they've never felt love from their parents or their mother. Right? This is why they keep reincarnating. This is why they keep coming back. And for some of you, they finally got what they desired. They finally got what they came here to get in their soul contract, was unconditional love, true love. Now they know what that feels like. They've experienced it. And you've helped them to fulfill their soul contract. This is a very heartbreaking but very beautiful message. All right. So the last message for the evening, Enchanted Mommies, and beautiful Enchanted Mommies. Oh my goodness. Mommy, I feel sad when I hear you cry. Alright, so what I'm getting here, alright, this is for both. Alright, this is for this message here. That we just, that the message, the energy that just came through. Alright? So I feel that this message, this baby message is connected, and that this was from the same soul, okay? The same beautiful, precious soul. They're sorry that you suffered through that, but they want you to know that you helped them fulfill their soul contract. Try to find peace in that. Find peace that they came through this reading to let you know that you helped them fulfill their soul contract. Do you realize that some souls go through samsara over and over and over again to fulfill their soul contract? You help them fulfill it. For some souls, that's a miracle. So try to find some comfort in that. All right, and for others of you, this message is coming through because many of you are frustrated because you either can't afford to get these fertility treatments, or for some of you, even though you can't afford it, some of you have already had 1 or 2 treatments and it didn't take yet. So some of you are frustrated and crying. And yeah, and some of you can't even talk about this to anyone. Okay, you barely can even talk to your partner about how you feel. So your baby, so the last message of this evening, all right, for this reading, your baby is telling you that they feel sadness when they hear you cry. So, you know, you have to get it out. It's not good to bottle things in, so get out your frustrations about this. If you're having fertility issues, you know, get a good cry out or get a few good cries out. But don't stay in that mode, right? Because it's making your baby feel sad. They chose you as their mom. They want to come through, but they don't want to come through when you're in this mode of sadness and frustration. Right? So your baby wants you to change that. Oof. Okay. So this is a very, very powerful reading. All right. For all of you. All right. I think this baby message is universal for each and every one of you. Mommy, when you cry and feel very sad, close your eyes, breathe slowly, and think of me. Regardless of what your situation is, whether it's this situation, whether you've experienced a loss, whether you're going through financial struggles, whether you're going through struggles with your baby's father, husband, boyfriend, or partner, your baby is trying to tell you to calm down. They're trying to teach you to calm down. Close your eyes so you don't see distractions. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and think of them. Focus on them. Make them your focal point. Make this your focal point. Make this your goal. Many of you can afford this now. Some of you have just gotten into money, or you will come into money. There are others of you who you are well to do, and you know you could afford it all along. All right, so there is no excuse. For some of you, this opportunity is coming soon, but until then, you got to maintain, you know, a positive mindset. You have to stay calm. All right. And do this, right? Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and think of your baby, right? This is a very, very good advice, and many of you are going through the eye of a needle. You're going past this tower moment because it's in the reverse now. So this is a huge blessing for many of you. All right, and for those of you who have decided to finally eat right, I applaud you. You know, you're only pregnant for 9 months. This is good for your baby. You're out of that victim mentality. Oh, you know, I just can't do it. You know, it's too much good food. You know, so what? You know, you're out of that mentality, and now you're drinking more shakes. You're eating more organic fruits and vegetables. You're eating healthier. And this is so, you know, this is very heavy reading, and I had a feeling that the energy and the emotions would be heavy in this reading. I just didn't know how. I just didn't know what way. But this ended up turning out to be a positive reading. So many of you are going to get your wish. Okay, you are going to conceive. For a few of you, in the first treatment, it's going to take. All right, for the rest of you, it may take multiple treatments, but you can afford it. All right, so this is a good thing. You're over the hump, and you know you've had your epiphanies, your realizations, and you're being honest and true to yourself. Okay, you're not wearing masks anymore, and you're not pretending. All right, you are facing the truth of whatever truth you need to face. So this is progress. All right, and that truth is also has to do with how you're eating. All right, so I want to thank you all for joining me in tonight's special reading. You know, I did dive deep because I felt that it was time to do that. These are messages that y'all needed to hear, and I know that it's uncomfortable to talk about the real tough stuff. All right, it's really tough to talk about, but it's good to talk about it. It's good to hear about it so you can get over that hump and you can heal from it. And I'm here for each and every one of you. Okay, whenever any of you are feeling hopeless, or you're feeling down or depressed, or you know, you're wondering if you're ever going to conceive, and you're just feeling some type of way, you can leave a comment. All right. I read all of my comments. You can leave a comment down below. And when I read it, I will respond to it, and I will do what I can to help you to heal past this. But even if you don't, you have the power. You have the power. You are strong. You can heal from this. And many of you are, all right, because Spirit has confirmed it. For a few of you, you know, you're on the cusp of getting past this tower moment, all right? So, you know, admit to yourself and, you know, and just come to the epiphany that if it doesn't work the old-fashioned way, there are other avenues and options that you can take. Okay, so I love you all. And until I see you all again in the next reading, I will love you and leave you. Namaste.